First of all, that's the whole point of why I don't have a food truck right now, because there's just so many rules. Like, to have a food truck here, you have to have a mobile permit, you have to have a mobile vending license, and that all costs like $20,000 and up. A pop-up, you can manage it on like maybe like, you know, a couple hundred getting these permits, and so that's why we did it that way. But you still have the risk. You can't pop up anywhere. You can't just like start selling food. You know, you have to make sure the place has a license, that they're allowed to sell food. If anyone came through, you would be, you know, shut down and fined. You know, there's just a lot, and usually there's no places to have like a proper setup. So it's like a struggle, you know, but you do it, you handle it. It works somehow. That's the challenges, I would say. It's just like the tickets, the permits, the police trying to question and fine, and that's about it, you know. But as long as you stay legit, you're okay. If you try to navigate the scene and do it the real way with people who have permits, you're good. Yeah, it's just a lot more than I would say Berlin or somewhere like Austin or maybe even like Toronto, where I've been, where it's just a little more chill. You know, people could sell stuff outside, and it's like a more of a free market in that way. Whereas here, they want to make $1 off anything they can. So that's the challenge of New York. Everyone wants to make $1. Hi, I'm Marina, and this is my company, Dawg. We are based in Brooklyn. I started Dawg because I just always wanted to do a food business. I was trying to think about what type of food business to do, and I just thought about, I visited Toronto, and I really loved the idea of, they had veggie hot dog carts there. I mean, well, they had hot dog carts, and they had a veggie option, which you don't find here. And they had like, you know, it was junky toppings, but they had like 10 different toppings. It was like, you know, like fake sauerkraut and like garbagey pickles, but just something about the idea of all that. I was like, well, it would be cool if like I did something like that, but just veggie, and made the toppings really good and not just like garbagey toppings, you know? The concept is plant-based food, street style, basically just trying to reinvent street food with the same comforts of the junk food and the familiarity of it, but with a twist of plant-based and healthy. I'm a Gemini, and I think I have a problem with making a decision. So I have a lot of choices in my life always, and like I always feel like limited by limits. And so I just thought, why not have a bunch of toppings? This way, if you don't like the toppings, you don't have to get them at all. But if you do, you can get as many as you want. I was a counselor for a while, 5.5 years, at a youth drop-in center in Lower East Side. And basically, I feel like the one thing that I came out with working there was like just like employment, getting people employment, and thinking about ways to get people like into more, you know, just jobs that are more stimulating and better benefits and better pay, and just like really into, you know, this type of plant-based, you know, life of just healthy living too, and just like trying to make a fair environment for people. And so I just thought like that was the one thing that was really missing when working with youth, and people don't really give a lot of, you know, street involved youth chances and stuff like that. So I was just like, okay, it would be cool to hire from the place where I worked from and work with people who, yeah, who I know could definitely excel in any way. It's just like, you know, the way things are in New York even, and you know, the racism here with the police and the system, and just people who live on the streets versus rich and poor. It's just class, and yeah, it's all connected, I feel like, and just the struggle is, you know, you could see an animal in a cage, there's people in cages, there's young people in cages in New York, like plenty of them that have actually done nothing wrong but smoked weed, you know, and they're in cages. So it's just like, I think that there's definitely some room for more activism to kind of connect into that as well. I think that there's so many people down for the cause, and I'm like, if we can just connect all these struggles, we really could change stuff, you know? So it's just like, it's all about connecting them. Because I definitely think it's important to advocate for animal rights, for sure, and I always will. But I think it's important to also connect that to human rights. And I would love to do that you know, with Dawg as much as possible. I believe in veganism. The meat industry and the dairy industry obviously is very, very messed up to animals and just the environment too. And so to me, plant-based is the future. You really can't argue with it. I mean, it's better for the environment, it's no torturing to animals, it's better for your body, it's healthy. You know, it's food as medicine, and I think, you know, when you treat your body with like plants and things like that, you know, you're really healing yourself as well. So it's just you're kind of winning. You're healing yourself, you're helping animals, and you're helping the environment. So plant-based, it had to be that way. Yeah, Dawg, I mean, I think the name, we got it because we thought about it as like a very call and response. The reason why we love New York is the street culture and just being able to like be yourself here. And every different kind of person can just be themselves and no one's really trying to judge. You're just able to just exist here and flow. And New York, obviously the accent with Dawg is dog. So we love it when people come up and give us that heavy Brooklyn or New York accent and say, yeah, dog. But other than that, yeah. We love New York. I mean, we definitely want to take this other places though. But we love New York. We love that we're from here. And I feel like it has to be here that we start, obviously.